And welcome everyone once again to 95.5 KZLC. We are the voice of Louisiana Christian University here on the campus of LCU. It is Tuesday. That means it's time for our Wildcats Media Sports Podcast featuring our journalism sports reporting class. I'm the professor, Al Quartermont. Joining me in the studio, as always, our respective students. We've got Kai and the Family Stone. What's up, Kai?
What's up? It's good to be in the house today.
We have Noel Schonhoff.
Good afternoon, everyone.
The voice, Noel, the smooth, silky voice of Noel.
I could do ASMR for you guys.
You could.
Sound like it.
And the homecoming honey runner-up, the one and only Dennis Williams.
Rap God.
Yes, sir. What's up, y'all?
I hear you
What's
did
up?
some pretty good rap yesterday.
Oh, it was very good. Had the crowd hyped and everything. It was fun.
Really?
Jaws were dropping.
Are you going to lay a little sample on us here on the show?
Freestyle.
It
Got
keep
your
me
beat.
in my time zone.
Also, Dennis, I have a question for you, man.
What's up?
Whenever they ask you the question, are you off the market, Dennis? Are you? I don't know. You made it seem like you were. I don't know.
Dude, I am taken.
Really?
Yes, I am taken.
Wow. Recent development?
Yes.
Was it that girl you were with earlier?
Yes, it was.
I saw him from the car. Just know I have eyes everywhere, and I see all.
Oh, man. Wow. This is breaking news right here on the Wildcats Media Sports Podcast. So, Dennis?
The tea is
All
hot.
right. I think he's blushing through the window over
He
there.
is blushing. He is. Aww.
Aw.
Wait, is that why when you were asked about the marriage swing, you said you do believe in it?
Yeah.
Oh, He believes in the power.
Okay, well then, this show has
Oh, we're getting a picture over here.
Oh.
She's very pretty.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that accelerated quickly.
Lucky lady, lucky lady.
The reason we were talking about homecoming honey is that this is the week of homecoming on the campus of Louisiana Christian University. That means every day we have plenty of activity going on, both on and off the swing. So, just kidding. He's like, yeah, very funny. So, well, that's good. That's good. Glad to hear it. You know, always good when love is in the air.
It is.
So good.
So Kai is spoken for. Dennis is now spoken for.
No,
Mr. Al is spoken for.
no,
Noel.
no.
Noel?
Absolutely not.
Noel probably got a secret admirer. I don't know.
Secret admirer. There are only crazy men around these parks. Only crazy men.
She's got high standards.
No, I don't have high standards.
Oh, okay.
I do not have high standards. So it's just not for
Men
me.
that she finds, they do the bare minimum.
See, we could have a whole podcast.
That's a conversation to have.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Another
that'd be
day,
one.
another time.
Okay. And what does that have to do with sports? Absolutely nothing. Unless you talk about the Kelsey Swift relationship, but I don't want to talk about that one.
Haters for now.
Please don't want to talk about that one. All right, let's get to the week in LCU athletics. Our Wildcats went on the road 20-plus hours to get to surprise Arizona. Thought they'd had a surprise in store for Ottawa University, but fell 27-24. Had a blocked field goal in that game, which proved to be the difference. Had the ball last, but on a fourth and short, came up about a yard short. That was it. So, what do you guys think? Wildcats now 7-1, 5-1 conference play. 3 games left to play on the season, so where do they go from here?
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta say this real quick about that game. That last call, he extended the ball past the line, so I don't know.
Okay.
That was frustrating.
But
it was frustrating to watch.
It was frustrating to watch, but they could have lost by more
They could have.
if the other team wouldn't have dropped the almost like 3 interceptions that they had.
Yeah.
That was the grace of God that held the Wildcats, because there was multiple times the other team was also mere inches
Yeah.
from having an interception. And, so we're lucky it was a loss by 3 and not by more than that. And more opportunities weren't given to.
And on top of that, there were so many penalties from Ottawa just in the third and fourth quarter alone. Like, it was, I didn't realize, because there was a drive. It was the last drive. They were backed up. I think it was like third and long, and they were backed up on their 5-yard line, 2-yard line. And then Ottawa, the play when Ottawa had a penalty, and it allowed for us to advance the ball and get a first down. But we should not have gotten that first down. The refs kept throwing flags on Ottawa, so it really should have been worse, based just purely off of penalties. So it just wasn't. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
But I did have a conversation with one of the freshman football players yesterday, right before I filmed the Wildcat Sports. And, he was talking about how he was hurting and how it sucked to lose, which it does suck to lose.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, and I told him from a sports perspective, that I think that the loss was good, not because it hurts their record, but this is going to allow them to get better. And we kept saying it, and we kept saying it, that they were not playing teams that they were challenging them. They were blowing them out the water. And then they went up against them and lost in a 3-point difference. That's all, a 3-point difference. But now they know in 2 weeks, when they come up to Texas Wesleyan, who's number 3, no, they're number 1, Ottawa's number 3, sorry. When they play them, they'll have an even better chance at winning. And then if they do bump it to postseason, they'll even be more prepared, because what they played in the beginning of the season isn't going to prepare them for what it is now. The best ball comes now. And he was he was telling me, you're right, blah, blah, blah. But the loss hurts, but overall, it's still a historic season. It's they're still breaking records. Speaking of, we have 2 players ourselves who are number 1 and 2 over LSU, over Grambling, over UL, Nichols, Tulane, all of those schools right now from Louisiana Sportsline. Devin Briscoe is number 1 in Louisiana in rushing yards. So he tops everyone else. And then you have Dalen. He's at number 2. He's behind a UL player, but he has 7.7 yards per carry. So our players are playing, and they're getting their name out. So it's not bad. The loss isn't bad. I hope they're not taking this negatively, and they're using it to grow.
And also on the Louisiana Sports Line, they had, I believe we have the number 1 defense in Louisiana. I believe that was.
I think that's
what it said. I saw somebody post it, and it's on Louisiana Sports Line. We have allowed the least amount of yards in Louisiana right now. So this, like I said, this defense is really good, man. This defense has really locked in that second half last game, because I don't think they allowed a point in the fourth quarter.
So LC Ottawa. Defense with LSU offense.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels for Heisman.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
That's the one. We're one of our prime defensive players will not be playing this weekend. He is out on injury.
Who's that?
Andre Reed.
Yep.
Oh,
he is
he's out.
unfortunately out.
Oh no.
And this is one of the first games that he hasn't played in, and he's been dominant to that Wildcats defense. His stats all over the board, prominent, always doing something in the game, making things happen in the game. So prayers to Bubba, but let's see who can step up and fill those really big shoes.
Well, middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense right there. That is the position where you control everything. You call plays, you call formations. You are the leader of the defense. So that is a huge role to fill. I don't know if coach is going to put I don't know whoever the backup is, but that's a big role to fill. And that's a big adjustment for not just, the coach, because the defensive linebacker is the coach on the field. He's the expression of the coach on the field. So, and for the players. So we shall see.
Yeah, and Bub has been that person for a few years now. So you're taking out that senior leader who's been there, who knows his team, who knows everything that's going on. So hope to get him back soon, but hopefully he has prepared that person who's right behind him, and he's ready to take on this big job.
So the Wildcats will play Southwest Assemblies of God University. That'll be Saturday at 2 o'clock. Again, it is homecoming here on the campus of Louisiana Christian University. 11 o'clock is the parade. If you'd like to come to that, bring the kids, get some candy. Noel, are you on a float?
No.
You don't have a softball float?
No.
No.
We've never had a float. That's tomorrow?
Saturday.
Oh, I'm not going to be here. I'm going home. I want to see my mom.
You can't go home. It's
I
homecoming
want to
week.
see my mom.
You're going home on homecoming week? What kind of
Yes.
stuff is
I
that?
want to
Homecoming.
see my
That's
mom. Y'all don't understand.
Excuses. You just don't want to go to homecoming.
I have been to homecoming
interesting.
every single time.
She just want to be around her people.
That's not true. I miss my mom. And my mom's very excited to see me. So I'll be watching from the Dirty Dell, but this is my first weekend and only weekend for a very long time that I get to go home. My brother's home, my mom's home, my dad's home, and the puppies are home. So I'm going home.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
Haters!
It's homecoming. You're going to miss homecoming. You're going to miss seeing who the homecoming queen, which could be one of two of your teammates that are on the homecoming queen court.
Yeah, trust me, they're telling me all about how tragic it is that I'm not going to be here. But
Let the people know who the two queen candidates are, among others.
so we have our own Camille Swallow,
Yay, Cammy.
and then we have Camille's very best friend, Izzy Armand, which are
So, is this developing any acrimony between the two that they're both eligible for homecoming queen?
no, I think they wanted this more than anything so they could do it together.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think it's really cool that they get to do this together, be together, and experience it all together. And their friendship is kind of one of those pure ones where it doesn't matter at the end of the day who gets what. They're both going to be really excited for each other
Yeah.
and happy for each other. But I think at the end of the day, they want to do it for them so they get to experience this thing together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
both very sweet young ladies.
Yes.
Yes. And emblematic of what LCU is all about.
Right.
So there you go. All right, what else we got going on in LCU sports? Tell us about the volleyball team, Noel.
Well, y'all may remember a little bit time ago, I said that volleyball was gonna have a historic season and that they were going to make history. And I was right. Remember that, men. I'm usually right. Take note. Women, always right. Okay. Anyways. Well, for the first time in program history, they have earned the most program wins, and they have the best overall season record. So, this fresh, new, baby, hand-raised team by Coach Brittany is changing the dynamic. They have changed the dynamic. They've taken it, and they are the team to beat. Anaya Adams, Emma Cother, Megan O'Neill, double-doubles this past week. And also, if you look back at their games and you look at the player highlights, they're all career highs for each one of those players. So there's more players that you can list off that had career highs in those past two games. But they did, unfortunately, fall to Our Lady of the Lake Saints on Friday and Saturday. But no harm, no foul. They're going to be back against Pearl River on Wednesday at 5 p.m. in HOS for their homecoming game. It was originally, they were supposed to have a homecoming game on Saturday, but it got canceled. So we're starting off homecoming week tomorrow night. But yeah, so the women are definitely keeping up with what they started. very proud of those ladies. Proud supporter of the women's volleyball team. But yeah, so they are rewriting their history books, and very proud of that.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah,
Volleyball making some noise, man.
absolutely. I'm making some noise. It ain't just football, that's for sure.
It's not just football. Almost every program here is making noise, especially the women's and men's soccer team.
And how did they do last week?
Well, they both drew ties. The exact same score, I think, of each game, actually.
That was weird.
Yeah. But this this upcoming men's game against Xavier could be the determining factor of who's going to win conference and who's going to get that that postseason berth into the championship tournament. So, very big games for both of these programs who are also having extremely successful seasons. You can't not talk about it enough. We've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it and talked about it, but the success that fall sports have had this year is drastic. So you can only compliment them so much. But they're actually going to give a warm Wildcat welcome to the North American Stallions. This is going to be their first matchup before they join the Red River Athletic Conference. I believe next year they're joining. So it's going to be their first little taste of the newcomers to the conference. Hopefully give them a little butt whooping and send them on home, kind of thing. Try again next time. But yeah, these games, the women are going to follow football, and then the men are going to follow the women for Xavier on Saturday, and then on Thursday they're going to play at 5 and 7 p.m. Women at 5, men at 7 p.m. The soccer thing, they follow each other. So, but yeah.
Let's go.
If only DeMarcus decided to show up, he could tell us all about basketball. But
Well, hey,
Yeah.
we kind of covered that last week, didn't
yeah, we did,
we?
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, so that's the week in LCU sports. Elsewhere in the world of sports, let's start with college football. The LSU Tigers will have a bye this week after knocking off Army 62-0. So
Jaden Daniels looked nice. I just actually got done watching. I just got done before getting here. I was watching the highlights of the LSU versus Army game. Wow. Jaden Daniels is nice. Yeah, I saw him throw so many flip passes. Patrick Mahomes stuff, just toss passes, all these, making every throw, just putting up 62, making it look so easy.
yeah,
Man.
This guy's out here playing backyard football.
Yeah.
he just running down the sideline, just sidearm, just zip it, bro.
Bro, if he played like that early on,
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
they wouldn't have lost to Florida State.
It probably would have been like a 55 to 50
Yeah,
point game. It would
Man, if you have a rhythm like that,
Sheesh.
defense, shoot, you ain't gonna lose games. Your defense can't lose games like that.
And on top of that, Caleb Williams and USC is crumbling right now.
big time.
Ooh. The Heisman race is getting nice. It's getting spicy.
I think for
like it.
Jaden, this is what it's going to come down to. He has to have a monster game at Alabama, and LSU has to win against the Crimson Tide. If those two things happen, I think he jumps up at least into that top 2 or 3 of the Heisman, along with Michael Penix Jr. from Washington.
Yeah.
But that has to happen.
Absolutely.
See, when you look at the numbers, how is Michael Penix Jr. and these other how are they above Jaden Daniels? Just off of the numbers. If we're looking sheerly at stats, he's looking better than all of them.
Well,
I understand.
Actually-
I understand he's lost games, but I mean the guy. I don't think he's had a bad game besides the Florida State one. If you really want to look at it, and you look at these other quarterbacks, the only thing that they have on them is team success.
Well, I mean, their team. Well, Washington is number one in. They're number one in their conference, the Pac-12.
Yeah.
They're 7-0. So that part of the reason over USC, over Caleb. So
It's tough, man.
It's tough,
tough.
but let me see.
It says that on Fox Sports, Mr. Michael, completed 27 of 42 passes for 275 yards and 2 interceptions for the win. He didn't throw a touchdown in the last game.
He played Arizona State.
Yes, but
He did 2 picks.
it says Jaden Daniels completed 11 of 15 passes for 270 yards and 3 touchdowns, while also adding scores on the ground. So he totaled more than 3,000 yards and 30 touchdowns through 8 games this season. And he's still sitting at number 5 from what we looked at last week. I don't know if Mr. Al was looking at a different website than
That is ridiculous.
Fox, but
That is ridiculous.
So I'm looking at the Heisman race right now. They were as of right now, there are 4 players ahead of Jaden Daniels.
Ooh.
You have
Mr. Michael,
Jordan Davis, Florida State.
Okay.
You have J.J. McCarthy, Michigan.
See, now I've seen a lot of people that are upset at that.
Well,
Yeah.
it
That
says
J.J.
that
McCarthy and Jaden Daniels.
Then you have we're gonna say no more.
it says that J.J. McCarthy and Dylan Gabriel are currently tied for second. So there's
Yep.
not like a third.
Mhm.
It's they're tied for second.
Yeah,
Dylan-
yeah, twice. Yeah, sorry.
And Dylan
yeah.
Gabriel, he's
He's Oklahoma's quarterback.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, and number 1, we've been talking about him this whole entire time. Michael Penix Jr., Washington. Interesting.
I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. Like it's, I understand the team success and everything, but
The Pac-12 between I don't know. The Pac-12 and the SEC are 2 different things. Way different. I don't know.
You want to know what makes me mad?
what's that?
The Alabama game. That made me mad.
Tennessee.
Yes, because Alabama was so far behind, and then I go on home after the softball games, and all I get is tags that Alabama won.
Roll Tide.
That is. Don't you cuss on live air? Didn't they teach you that? He's cussing on live
I
air.
said roll tide.
Do you wait, cussing? Your mama raised you with that mouth?
Roll Tide.
Need
Roll.
some soap
I
in
was
y'all's
gonna-
mouths.
I
Y'all
was
need
just-
some soap in
That
y'all's
is
mouth.
crazy.
Some hot
Oh,
sauce.
Roll
Roll
Tide.
Tide.
Look at you, you bandwagoner.
Hey,
Look at you.
I'm LSU fan right. I'm LSU. I'm LSU.
How you LSU? You say roll tide.
Because the Roll Tide is going down
Oh
in a
my
couple weeks.
God, it is. Okay, now you better stop saying that word.
Man, this is.
You're giving me the heebie-jeebies.
All right, so Bama is.
They were losing, and then they just pulled it out of their butts.
That's the Nick Saban magic, man.
Nick Saban magic.
I can't say nothing else about that. Alabama they just find a way to win. That's the only thing you can say about them. They just find ways to win.
And they'll find a way to lose very soon.
It's LSU, the Tigers.
I don't know.
Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Oh, that was kind of good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I still got Bama in that game.
Yeah, and we didn't ask. Well, that was the only game that I really watched was LSU and Army and
Yeah.
Alabama and Tennessee. So,
I didn't see the Mississippi versus Auburn game.
did you,
Mississippi. No, I didn't see it.
Mr. Al?
The one I was watching USC lose again. I was watching. They lost to Utah. That is.
I did not see that one.
Oh, well,
So
oof.
It's so sad that Caleb Williams is like out of the
Yeah.
Heisman right now.
yeah,
Did you
that
see-
team is just falling apart.
Did you see what he said though? Well, what his like camp is saying that he's probably not gonna go to the draft because he doesn't want to go to an alleged bad team.
Really,
Yeah, apparently.
what does he think happens? I mean, chances
Yeah, I
are
don't-
could be a team like the Broncos, which historically are pretty good. So, got to start somewhere. I don't know. Caleb Williams gives me a lot of vibes that he's not going to pan out to be a star in the NFL because I think he's too selfish.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
comments like that. I mean, But then again, maybe they would have said that on Eli Manning, when he didn't want to go to
Yeah.
San Diego. So
And
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of the NFL, week number 7 it was, I think, in the books, right?
Yeah.
Started off on Thursday with the Saints and their pretty inconsistent offense.
Yeah.
That's being gracious. And inconsistent defense. That's being even more gracious. Lost to the Jaguars, 31-24. Is it the quarterback? Is that what's holding us back? Or is it the offensive coordinator, the schemes, play calling?
They threw the ball 55 times? Oh, my goodness. Derek Carr should not be throwing the ball that much.
I don't know. It's
Wow.
I don't know, man.
You're
Saints still trying to find their identity.
They are.
Yeah. Because you go from 55 passing attempts, and you also have 17 rushing yards to Kamara, and also 12 receptions to Kamara.
Yeah.
Is that just your offense, or I don't know?
I don't know.
You're giving the ball to Kamara. Oh my God, 29 times.
I don't know. I just feel like the Saints, moving away from Drew Brees, which is the most. I mean, most people quote unquote say the most accurate quarterback of all time is Drew Brees.
And also you're losing Sean Payton.
Payton, yeah, Sean Payton's play calling. I don't know. With me, the Saints just have two identities. They want to sometimes run the ball. They sometimes want to, throw the football, like you said, 55 times. Sometimes their defense will show up. Sometimes they don't. I just feel like just commit to one thing. If you want to run the ball, you have Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
You have Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
You have a good O-line. I mean, I wouldn't, yeah.
See, I feel like they should have just went okay, let's let Taysom Hill be the quarterback.
Right.
And let him run the show. We don't need Derek Carr. Jameis Winston, you could be backup. We need you to throw long distance passes or something, and run not high school, but like a college type of offense with Taysom Hill, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, and Alvin Kamara, and just run something like that, and a little bit of spread offense, a little bit to mix things up, But I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're trying to just run a spread offense with some I formation. I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
This is not the New Orleans Saints that we from 5 years ago or 3 years ago.
Whenever I was a Saints fan around that time, not trying to switch teams, but I'm just being
We
real.
were all Saints fans at one point.
We all were. We really
We all
were.
were Saints fans at one point.
I don't know. It's just disappointing, man. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever heard that song about the little red wagon?
The red wagon?
Red
Like the little red wagon?
No.
It's like something, my little red wagon. You have a wagon for every color of these teams.
You just hate.
I'm
You're
hating. I'm hating.
You're hating. Yeah, you really are.
I'm speaking the truth.
Are you really?
Stating
You wanna
facts.
know a team that's been consistent though?
Oh my gosh.
Them Cleveland Browns, man.
You
Came out. Hey, we beat the Colts. We beat the Colts, man. 39-38.
Wow.
We don't have a quarterback right now.
Neither do they.
Their quarterback got hurt. Their rookie sensation quarterback got hurt. So
Yeah.
hey, we have an XFL quarterback, so I don't know if that counts.
Well, hey, look at the Bears. They used a kid that was playing Division II football last year.
Yeah.
Makes a start as a rookie. Goes 21 of 29, 162 yards and a touchdown, helping the Bears to win their first game at home in more than a year. So a shout out to Tyson Bagent. Yes, we all know who Tyson Bagent is.
Ooh.
So apparently he's broken all of the records back in college. For
Yeah,
passing. He was a very good quarterback.
ginormous stats in college. He was passed up by every Division I school, ended up going Division II, had a incredible career. Even got to play in the Senior Bowl, I believe, but then did not get drafted. Got invited to Bears training camp. They thought he would just be a camp quarterback, would get cut probably in that first round of cuts, and then lo and behold, he makes the team, third string, and then they let him start in this game that Justin Fields missed, and he's got a lot of confidence. So I love quarterbacks like that.
Yeah.
I think this is not the last you've heard of that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might be able to make a Brock Purdy type of impact.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, Fields is their franchise quarterback, and when he's healthy, I'm sure he'll play again. But, does Badgett get an opportunity somewhere else down the road? We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Speaking of Brock Purdy,
yeah.
What happened to the Vikings?
What had happened was, I don't know. All of a sudden, 2 in a row they've lost. First, they lost to the hapless Browns. Then they lose to the then they lose to the hapless Vikings. 22-17 last night on Monday Night Football.
Hey, Kirk Cousins went crazy.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Wait, when was this? Monday Night Football?
Monday Night Football.
Hey, Kirk Cousins on Monday Night Football.
Hey, you throwing dots, man.
Hey.
35 for 45, 378. See, this is what I'm talking about with the Saints. You have a quarterback. He threw 45 passing attempts, had almost 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. And this is an identity. And they ran the ball. You got a running back. You ran it 8 times, then 10 times.
Is this without Justin Jefferson too?
This is without Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
bro. What is? T.J. Hawkinson, the tight end, 11 catches for 86 yards. And Jordan Addison. This guy is good. Yeah. Addison. He's good. He just needs opportunity. He needs opportunity, good. I feel like.
Yeah. They're going to have quite the receiving core whenever Jefferson comes back.
Oh, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Could be a while. So, all right, looking ahead to this week in the NFL, our Thursday game, Tampa will be in Buffalo to take on the Bills, who lost to the Patriots last week, 29-25. Buccaneers lost to the Falcons, so 2 teams coming off losses. Two teams coming off losses. I don't know. Not a real sexy matchup.
Yeah.
Also on Sunday, we have the Jets at the Giants, the Battle of New York / New Jersey.
No. Okay.
Yeah. I'll take the Jets.
Both New York teams that play in New Jersey.
Yeah, I'll take Jets too.
All right. We've got the Jaguars against the Steelers. This is
Jaguars.
Not a bad matchup.
Trevor Lawrence, man.
Yeah.
I think I saw the Jaguars in the latest power rankings for the NFL were like 3rd or 4th, and I'm like, they're not that good.
That's overrating them. I would say top 10, maybe.
I don't know.
I'd say top 10.
Yeah, top 10 for sure.
Might be over the Cowboys.
But Kenny Pickett played well last week, so we'll see which Steelers team shows up. The Eagles will be in D.C. to take on the Commanders. The Eagles coming off an impressive win, 31-17, with plenty of bad calls going against the Dolphins in that game. That officiating crew was horrific.
It was terrible.
Awful. As in, they should not work anymore. Like, that bad.
I'm sorry, that's so funny.
And at least 10 calls that they
blew. No, it was very bad. It was very bad.
It was bad.
That was such like a slight diss, but it was so funny. It was like a calm diss, and I loved it.
Killing them softly. Let's see, what else we got? We got the Rams against the Cowboys.
Go Rams.
Really?
I'll have to go with the Cowboys.
I got Rams. Cowboys.
I'll be the odd one out for Carmen.
Cowboys had a bye week. Coming off a bye week. So.
Why you look like that? God, why you look like that, man? Why you look like that, guy?
Clyde just gave me the nastiest look.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
If he had lasers, they would have burned the room.
Wow,
Yeah.
over what? What was it?
Because I said I'll be the odd one out for Carmen and
The
go
Cowboy.
for the Cowboy.
That is you call yourself, that's like you saying earlier of us saying the curse word roll tide. It's the same exact way. You don't mention the Dallas Cowboys in Louisiana. You don't do that.
So my friend Alyssa told me that I'm not allowed to not be a Saints fan. So I am a Saints fan. But my other half of my family are Cowboys and Eagles fan. So
Cowboys and Eagles, how does that work?
it's like half and half. I don't know. Don't ask me. But so I guess I'm just associated by like being related to them. So I guess I can team hop. I have an excuse to team hop. You don't. Anyways, on to what we were actually talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay. Vikings will be at Packers. big NFC North division matchup there.
Let's go, Jordan Love.
He's kind of scuffling right now, but
Absolutely.
I just don't know that they're giving him the best scheme to work with, to be really honest. We've got the Falcons against the Titans. Not a very fun matchup. Patriots will be in Miami to take on the Dolphins. Dolphins need to bounce back after that loss to the Eagles. They tend to play well against the teams that aren't that good.
Right.
So I think they should win big in that game. That means play all your Dolphins players in fantasy. You know, Raheem Mostert, dude either gets you 35 or 5. There's like no in between.
You know what you got to do? You got to get both of their running backs.
Yeah, I guess
you gotta
so.
Get both. You got to get
Right.
both of them. Put one in the flex and one. In the
Yeah. So we'll see on that. Saints will be taking on the Colts.
I don't know.
Dang, that's ugly.
I might make
That's
the
okay.
Saints 20 a close game.
That might be like 10-7.
Yeah, a game like that. I was thinking a 3-point difference.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Texans take on the Panthers. Another dog of a game. Browns and the Seahawks. Another dog of a game.
We got Browns on that.
This is an interesting game.
Bengals 49ers. It is because
The Bengals are going to win.
your boyfriend is going to, I mean your husband.
And there's Jamar Chase.
That's true.
Yeah. So this game is intriguing me because starting off the Bengals, we was having this conversation about the Bengals starting off 0-2, trying to come back and redeem their season, and now after a couple weeks of winning, they're turning it around. But then you have the 49ers who started off as the top dog, but dropped 2 games. So this is an interesting in between.
I'll say the Niners 35-15.
Let's just put it out there. Whatever I say, Dennis is going to go the opposite.
That's not true. No, I'm just being reasonable because I feel like the 49ers, they have back-to-back losses like that. They're pretty upset right now.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this is just a bit.
And you're going to get upset again.
Kyle Shanahan is not a happy camper.
Kyle Shanahan is not happy right now.
And I don't know.
Isn't this is at San Francisco?
Ooh.
Oh yeah. This is at San. Yeah.
Oh,
I got Niners.
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 I'm sorry, Niners.
Anyway, next.
Okay.
Yeah, Brock Purdy shit.
Let's see. Chiefs are at the Broncos. Again, have to feel pretty good about the Chiefs. In
Chiefs.
that one.
Oh my gosh,
That's a
nah,
blowout.
Yeah, blowout.
Ravens against the Cardinals.
Nah.
I'm not gonna say blowout, but
Ravens.
it'll be close.
Yeah.
Bears and the Chargers are on Sunday night. Kind of a dog of a game for Sunday night, for sure. So,
That's intriguing.
yeah, I mean, we'll see if Fields plays or if they go with the rookie again. And then lastly, Monday night, it's the Raiders against the Lions.
Go Lions.
Hey, let's go Lions, man.
Mm-hmm.
Lions one of the best teams in the NFL right now.
The Raiders are not. And is there being a player whose abilities are being more wasted this year than Devontae Adams? Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Man. So,
Amari Cooper.
all right. So that's a look at the NFL. What about the NBA? We got tip-off tonight. We got a couple games, right? We've got the Nuggets taking on. Where are they playing?
They're taking on the Lakers.
The
Lakers, that's right.
Lake Show, baby.
And you got what's the
The
other game?
Suns and the Warriors.
Ooh.
Wow.
The fraudulent Phoenix Suns.
Today is a good day.
Fraudulent Phoenix Suns.
You love the NBA.
Yes,
Oh,
today
man.
is a great day. I'm a diehard NBA fan. I grew up on it. I am excited. I am ecstatic for tonight.
My Lord.
My Phoenix Suns.
No.
I am
They might
proclaiming it
Phoenix
today,
Stephen
and
Curry.
we are winning the NBA championship this year. I am proclaiming that
Ladies
the
and
Phoenix
gentlemen.
Suns will win
Ladies and
the
gentlemen.
2023-24 NBA championship because let's be real. We got Kevin Durant, we got Bradley Beal,
Overrated.
we have Devin Booker, who's looking like Kobe Bryant in his prime. We have
Here we
3
go.
levels of scoring. We have a bench. We have the
What
teams.
bench?
this is the year. This is out of all the disappointment, out of all, being a KD fan all my life, the 3-1 against Golden State, everything. The Brooklyn Nets, like a couple inches from the line, lose to the Milwaukee Bucks. I am going for it. We are winning the championship.
Hold on. Y'all hear that?
We are winning the NBA championship.
Y'all hear that?
I only have one thing to say. 3 words. 3 words, Kai. Bucks in 6.
Oh.
I'm declaring my
Oh
team.
my goodness.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
No. No.
Why would you not?
I want to be a part of the team.
Man.
So I'm gonna follow the Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Okay, that's a good team.
Pelicans. No.
Yes, because I used to go watch them all the time when they were the Hornets,
Oh my goodness.
and now they're the Pelicans. So it only makes sense
Oh my goodness.
that my dip into the NBA. I'm gonna get into the NBA. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna go for the Pelicans to be
Noel.
different than all of you.
Noel.
No, I picked them.
I'm trying to help you.
I don't want help. I want to be a Pelicans fan.
I'm trying to save you from disappointment because Zion.
I get disappointed all the time.
I'm telling you now, Zion's only gonna play like 20 games. He's not playing a third of the season. But okay, my team, Lakers in 5, man. Lakers in 5.
Oh, my gosh.
Listen, man, we have the best duo in the NBA right now,
Not even close.
and we have two top 5 players in the NBA.
You are delusional.
Our bench is loaded this year. We have who do we have? We have Gabe Vincent, Rui
Gabe
Hachimura, Cam Reddish. I mean, Christian Wood, Jerry Vanderbilt. I mean, this team is off the charts this year. We have LeBron James.
Oh, 40,
We have
39.
LeBron.
Look, you see,
This man actually averaged he had 26 points a game
Not
last
even
year.
the best player in the league.
a
He doesn't
39-year-old.
have to be.
They're relying on
When
a
he-
39-year-old
when
LeBron
Let
James.
me say this: when LeBron goes against your guy, he locks him up. When he goes against
What do you
Giannis,
mean?
when he goes
What do you
against
mean?
Giannis, he shows him up
What do you
every
mean?
time.
Did you watch
When he
the
goes
preseason
against-
game? No,
when he
no,
goes
no, no,
against
no, 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 no.
Zion, he locks him up. He's he is still King James.
Let me ask you a
Not
question.
in this, so
LeBron.
do
Hold
not
on.
diss
Come
my
on, man.
team just
Let me ask
because
you-
I'm sitting it off.
No. Because look,
No.
you just want to say wild
No.
things, but you didn't watch the preseason game with the Lakers. The
Preseason.
Suns
We're
and
going
Lakers.
Preseason.
Hey, no.
LeBron still showed up KD in preseason.
No, he didn't. KD
Why?
dropped 21 in the first quarter.
God.
KD dropped
Hold
21 in the first quarter.
Oh, my
and y'all got blown out.
Oh my
No
goodness.
Devin Booker, no Bradley Beal.
They barely played. Oh
Da-na-na.
my goodness. This
Oh
is
my
what we're
gosh.
doing.
Wow, sports are getting
LeBron
interesting.
James. No, LeBron James is by far
You know
winning the NBA Finals
Noel,
this year,
you know
and he's
this-
getting number 5.
how calm and cool I sit over here.
Yes, literally. You
Because
just sit over
I
there.
realize that I am a fan of the best team in the NBA with the best player in the NBA,
Gosh, second best.
and adding Dame Lillard to that combo. Giannis loves Milwaukee. Brian Windhorst and all those guys, those clowns, can go stick it because Giannis just signed a 3-year extension
did.
for $180 million, as in the Milwaukee Bucks, as in Giannis ain't going nowhere, despite what all the national pundits have been saying, and they
I don't know.
can bury that in the ground because Giannis Antetokounmpo is a Milwaukee Buck for life.
That's fine. One of these days we're gonna get Giannis over here in the purple and gold. One
Nope,
of these days.
not going to happen.
You probably have it.
We'll get him, we'll get him over
LeBron's
here.
going to be playing in a wheelchair just so he can say he played with his sons. So,
Hey, Bronny gonna come up here next year. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We'll
It's
see
gonna,
about
be,
that.
it's gonna be a big 3.
but don't sleep on the Bucks. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Hey.
And
Don't be a hater.
lastly, finally, big shout out to our KZLC sports legend, Brandon Brown. His Texas Rangers are moving on to the Major League Baseball World Series after defeating the Houston Astros last night 10-4 to win that series 4-3. Amazingly, in that series, the road team won every single game. The home team lost every single game. So the Rangers went there Sunday night down 3-2 won that game Sunday night, came back and won last night, and they're going to the World Series. So now they'll face either the Phillies or the Diamondbacks. They play a Game 7 tonight in Philadelphia. And if the Brewers' rule holds, it'll be the Diamondbacks, because the rule is whoever the Brewers lose to in their entire history either goes to the World Series or wins the World Series. So that's got to hold, right? We'll see. We'll see.
I'm just glad to see the Astros lose. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, well.
Because they're cheaters.
Now the question is, will Dusty Baker retire? And it sounds like he will, which I'm kind of sad. I love Dusty Baker, but he's a class act. But yes, most people hate the Astros because of their cheating legacy. So
Cheaters.
Your cheating hearts
Cheaters never win, and
will
winners
tell
never
on
cheat.
you.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? At the end of the day, go Cardinals.
You know who is the MVP of the American League Championship Series?
No.
Adolis Garcia. Do you know what happened just a few years ago? Here, let me see if I can find this. Hang on.
Hey, all I gotta say is go Yankees.
So, this happened on December 18th, 2019, when the St. Louis Cardinals announced that they had signed left-handed pitcher Kwang Hyun Kim to a 2-year contract. I never heard of him either. And to make room on the 40-man roster, outfielder Adolis Garcia has been designated for assignment. The Cardinals had Adolis Garcia, now the American League Championship Series MVP, and they cut him.
Mm-hmm.
They cut him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the Cardinals finished 30 games out this year.
Oh my goodness.
That's tough. Oh, that's tough.
Oh my goodness.
Cardinals might be back in the future, but eventually.
They'll be back, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Hey.
But they're dead for now, which is all that's
Hey
important.
man, hey man, go Yankees, man.
I cannot go for any other team. My father, I wore an
Whoa.
Astro shirt home one time
Ooh.
from Bella,
Oh.
and he told me to go to my room and change my shirt,
Wow.
and he did not want it in the house.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
St. Louis Cardinals forever, I guess.
Oh my.
That's how I feel about the Cubs. I'm not a huge fan of the Cardinals either, but
I don't understand Coach Barry putting a Cubs win flag over the Wildcat Park field.
because the Cubs never win. They just- when they play the Brewers, they have to fly the L. Who the hers?
Yes. Losers. You know who else is a loser? Kind Dennis.
Oh, you're just a hater.
You're just a hater, bro.
I saw her side eye both of you.
Who's
So.
upset that Joe Burrow's like the fifth best quarterback? In
Oh, you hush your dirty little mouth.
Don't hate on her husband.
Two was
she
better.
will fight you to the death.
Two was
Yeah, you saw how scrappy I got in volleyball?
better.
So imagine what I can do in the parking lot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's right.
Two was
you guys
better.
won the faculty versus students
Mm-hmm.
volleyball game. Who else was on your team that won?
Camille, Isabel,
DeMarcus.
Adrian, DeMarcus.
Yo, Adrian. Oh, all you had to do was have DeMarcus stay
Yeah,
at the
that's-
net and just
that's-
block
and
it.
that's what
No,
he
that's
did.
he
That's what he
literally.
did.
It would go DeMarcus on the side, then me, and then Max Pardon, and I would set it, and they would just go, pow, and then we had Abby, and then Andrew.
That's not fair.
So
I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
not
It was
fair.
no, but the thing was,
not fair.
I was
They had Paris.
I was
Abby
the
who?
I was the scorekeeper for that game.
Um,
It was-
Abby, she's not an athlete. She's really big in FCA.
Okay.
Her and then Andrew Lower.
That's not fair. You have the homeschool tryhards who hasn't lost a game in 4 years.
Pause. You know, Terrell petitioned to not have. He did not want the athletes on the team, but what are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? So she picked from the intramural squad.
Yeah.
You have to bring the best of the best.
Yeah.
He brought Q-Tip, Crystal,
That's not fair.
Paris, and then he had Miss Melinda tried her best. She did good. I have to give it to her. She did very well.
Had Brad up there.
Brad did good too.
There was a span in the last game. They had Brad back there serving. He scored six. They had 6 straight points. They scored. It was with him when he was the server. It was
Yeah.
absolutely insane.
Who is that?
Brad Gill.
Brad Gill.
Oh, he's good at serving.
Yeah.
Very
But-
good.
Yeah. But anyways, a loss for Terrell.
I need to
once
work my
again.
way back into shape so I can play on one of these teams.
Yeah.
Maybe in time for softball.
Hey, you got time for the Stafford students basketball game?
I will not be participating in that.
Back in the day, but not now. Not now. I probably need a year to work my way to get back into shape, but you never know. Might not rule it out. So, all right, that's going to do it for this week. It's the Wildcats Media Sports Podcast. You've been listening to 95.5 KZLC. We are the voice of Louisiana Christian University. And time for us to sign off. So, guys, ready to sign off?
Someone say goodbye.
Kaiso,
Yep. It was. Wait. What do you mean? What you asking me?
are you
No.
ready to sign off?
Yes.
Yep. Oh yeah,
goodbye.
goodbye, Laura. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Costone out.
Deuces.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. See you next Tuesday.
See y'all next week.
All right. I'm Al Quartermont, the professor. We'll see you next week, everyone.